command coming out here. And again, Wind Ranger is universal type. So anything universal, I feel, can almost be played as carry. Just purely off being universal. Like, that type is just busted.
Level 1 team fight. Nice warding here from SKG, but they can allow the D-ward. Okay, so they don't want the fight. I would have thought with an Undying, you would have gone for it. You probably could have got a 4-man decay there, to be quite frank with you. Maybe even a 5-man. But instead, they try to go towards the high ground. But they let that vision go rather than taking the fight. I'm not sure about that. I feel like you should have taken the fight. With TB level 1 meta, with Undying Decay or even Tombstone, if you're really feeling spicy, that might have been a pretty damn good fight.
Could have been, but I feel like Shopify Rebellion's level 1 is pretty strong as well. If you get caught out in the Fire Spirit, suddenly your right-click damage to play off the Decay is gone. Your Magical Burst isn't really there early on, to be fair. Like, you don't really have that. So I think there's always that punish that is available for Shopify, and they play it safe. Shopify does get away with additional bounty runes off the top of this, though. You're going to be feeling good as we break out into these lanes. Crit getting chased down a little bit by Yanbura.
But this is the item build-up I really enjoy is Undying right now. Like, you buy Orb of Venom and you have a Blood Grenade with a couple mangoes. And it just, the slow that you do with the Blood Grenade and the Orb of Venom, it's pretty ridiculous. It's very hard to get away from without brown boots on.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier to run down. I think the one reason Undying might not be as popular is the limit to starting mangoes. Like, it doesn't feel as amazing to just spam Decay as it once did, because you just don't have as much mana to start off with. Good snipe from Yanbura, though, to take away Saberlight's courier. It did deliver the items out. We can take a look at the lanes as they do break out. Down mid, we've got Lund on that puck up against Abed on the Pangolier. And we have seen this lane multiple times. I feel like this isn't unplayable for a Pango at all. Like, you do have Swash to play with. You've got Shield Crash and start harassing. And Abed has already started with 4 Iron Branches on Universal Hero, so he has a good chunk of damage. He loses quite a fair bit.
Ooh, power shot's way off the mark, but doesn't matter. They'll secure First Blood. RTZ able to secure the kill himself on the Wind Ranger. I mean, to be fair, he has level 1 Anchor Smash, so you know it's kind of limited as to how much he can survive right now on the Tide. But props to Shopify Rebellion, kind of seeing the opening and they just take it. And you know what? Like, a Phoenix Wind Ranger isn't the kind of duo you'd expect to kill off a Tide Hunter level 1, but they're actually doing some really good work. Like, look at the zoning right now. It's ridiculous. This bottom lane, the same thing's kind of happening thanks to the Undying of Yanbura. Just, you get a little bit worried, though. That off lane's been pretty rough already for SKG.
Yeah, it's not a great time for Ducho. I don't think you're getting as much either down bot. Like, Saberlight is still allowed to farm, and he doesn't really care about being zoned out. He's always got the Devour to play with, so he's always going to recover. I think if he gets a good creep to start harassing, that's where it gets scary. Early Tombstone.
Yeah. Crit, definitely going to die. Saberlight, I think he might actually just be dead. They'll dive him. They've got the zombies available. With the slow out, Blood Grenade connects. Saberlight is going to die. SKG finding a double down in the spot lane. And immediately Yanbura, well, he almost got the Courier of Crit as well. But he will deny himself off and just get the free reset.
Heads up play coming out from SKG, playing with all the slow stacking, with a Reflection, with a Blood Grenade, and the zombies. Shopify Rebellion, early levels, not their strong point. Level 3, level 4 is when things can start to feel a little bit better, when you've got a little bit more utility out from Crit as well. That is Metamorphosis gone from Leonidas, so in a way it can provide a little bit of an opening if you find an angle in. But again, you don't really have the levels yet to play aggressive there, so it's just going to take a little bit more time to wait up.
Man, mistimes a little bit with the swashbuckle. Very, very hard to land, of course, with the phase shift. But he's going to force Lund to walk back to the fountain, as Lund will go for a quick pause out. FPS issues he claims. Talking about that mid lane for a moment, it was a pretty even affair but before Abed's forced him out of the lane, and now I imagine Abed is just going to take over.
Abed's queuing up 1 million diadems. Yeah, that's honestly that's not that's not too far off the mark as to what you want to do in Universal Heroes. Just
What if you
pad.
created an item where you could just constantly combine items to double the stats every time? Like a Dagon, right? But just these items. Like it's just one item, but you can keep combining them.
That sounds... I feel like if you do that, then it should be like Diadem builds into Ultimate Orb, and then Ultimate Orbs build into the... I don't know what you'd call the most ultimate orb. What would the word? No, the items build into the penultimate orb, which is just ultimate orb now. Then you combine the penultimate orbs to make the actual new ultimate orb. There you go. That's how you do it. Maybe build diadems from branches.
Incredible. Thank you for that.
All the stats coalescing into one slot.
They're coalescing right now down to the bot lane. John Saberlight, he's in big trouble. Tombstone's down from Yambura. Saberlight is going to be able to walk out with the level 2 Scorched Earth, however. Yambura just going to make sure that Tombstone remains protected. I want to hand over that free gold away to Crit or Saberlight. Creating a lot of space for Leonidas as well. The TB's having a great time. It's top lane. 9, force the TP away. RTZ taking a fair bit of harassment here from Ducho.
Look at that.
Ducho at that stage now with the 1-1-1 build, so he can kind of fight back.
Look at RTZ's damage at level 3. Bracer, Wraith Band, 74 plus 3 damage. Level 3.
Hold on a minute. Yambura being chased down. Metamorphosis, no, it's not available. Crit's actually the one to drop. Yambura able to take him out with the decay. Crit kind of underestimating the damage output of that Undying Decay, and he actually gets himself out of there. As top lane, Ducho not looking too healthy at the moment. One more hit would do it from Fly. He'll miss the initial Fire Spirit. Ducho trying to juke him out the best he can, but it should not be enough, and it won't be. Fly able to secure the kill on the Phoenix.
You're trading back and forth in terms of the off lanes not going the best. I do feel like it's easier for a Dune to recover from a slow lane though, because they're seeing a little bit of aggression down mid. They finally nailed that kill onto one.
Crit just walks in with the Hex and the Earth Spike, and it's kind of the thing against the Puck, right? Like you've got that instant Hex from Lion. Pretty hard to fight against as a Puck, as Yambura, bit of a chase here onto Saberlight once again. Not going to be able to secure the kill onto the Doom. Meanwhile, top lane, onto the Tide we go. Ducho is still trying to fight here along with 9, just trying to trust that his Kraken Shell will do enough work, but Arteezy is still chasing him down. Power Shot is up. It's going to be blocked and missed. So Arteezy does not land it on Ducho, but instead he'll go after 9. And 9, I mean, eventually should just die. Ducho going to try and fight again, but Power Shot is now up and available, and it's not going to land. Arteezy, copping the gush, had the raindrops, is going to be fine, as now the sun rays out. Ducho, no. Oh, he's going to die. Arteezy with a double kill, and eventually he will go down, but what does it matter? He wants the reset anyway.
Gets the reset. It is a pretty big kill to give away, but at the same time, it's only Yambura to really benefit from the XP there.
Oh, Lund. He pops the coil to try and just lock down the Pango, but it just doesn't matter. Arbed still has his way with him. Even 9 TPing in to try and help out, but just could do nothing about it.
You just can't stop him. Like, Abed's had a really good lane. Again, really even until the dive, which as a Pango you just kind of expect. This hero can match up against the Puck. Doesn't care too much about the range advantage the Puck has. You can reach pretty far in. And everything's lining up for Shopify. A little bit of a stronger presence, to be fair, from Sand King Gómez early on, especially with his start for Leonidas, but it doesn't feel like it's enough.
Ducho. Oh, Power Shot's going to go right through the backside. He is going to drop, as maybe they can pick off Fly, and they will. Arteezy, still full HP, but needs a way out now. Is going to try and go for the chase on Yambura. He has the Power Shot. He'll run right into the Undying, but he's trying to run. Wizaroo picked up. He gets the Power Shot. Arteezy still running. Can he make it? There's no way. One more hit will do it. Lund, he's going to hit the orb. He does. Raindrop block is not enough, but he got a hell of a lot of value out of that.
He drags even Leonidas down here. More than happy about that for Arteezy. Opens up the lane a little bit more for Saberlight, which it sounds funny when your core sacrifices for the off lane, but considering these starts, you really don't mind.
Look at the skillies.
They just push.
That's a lot of skelly boys, John. That's the tower
Skelly
gone.
boys again. Just like the Clinks, all the Skellies, just How do bones break stones?
That's what they do, Jonathan. Leonidas is going to drop. Fly able to secure the kill. The series has been a bit of a bone zone here as Shopify Rebellion going to go for the TP out. Or rather, Saberlight will, and will be fine to do so. Mid lane in the meantime, Ducho is just not catching a break. Leave Ducho alone. I mean, I feel like they're picking on Ducho. He's 0-5-2. Shopify Rebellion, I believe they found their target. And right now, they've got aim assist on. Let me tell you, John, it's not looking too good for Ducho.
It's looking rough. Again, they last picked this Tide into the win range early, and it just doesn't do anything in the early levels. And this is just insanity. They're just going to be able to find the kill. They missed the stun, but...
They do. Oh, the finger. Not quite enough, but it will be in the end. You will get the stack there for crit. Plus 40 damage on the Finger of Death now, as they do go for the mid-tier 1 tower. And
look at Ortizi's damage. 92 plus 12. Abed does 93 plus 9 at level 9. Wind Ranger's at 6.
Yes, he is.
Just with the rate band.
Yes, she is.
And the power treads. It's just incredible they buffed it from 0.6 to 0.7.
Dire's top tower.
At least it is. I mean, I'm not complaining on the Wind Ranger, to be fair. I think it's fun. Is it fair? Probably not.
He's going for the Diffusal Blade as well, more stats to come in for the Wind Ranger. That's a kind of an annoying item build as well. Is you focus fire someone, they run out of mana, and it's like, it might be the slowest death in the world, but it is going to be a death nonetheless, eventually.
It's not too slow, actually, especially with the Javelin up for Artur, so you do have more output there. I think the Disperser upgrade path is pretty interesting for Wind Ranger as well. Again, she uses the stats, every single stat, very, very well. So you have everything kind of lined up there for the Wind Ranger with this item build up. 7k lead for Shopify Rebellion, 2 times the kills over Santi and Gómez as Abed finds one. Is he?
Yambura running circles. Abed decides better of just popping the ultimate, and instead we'll just take him out with the swashbuckle. Nice and easy for Abed. 3rd kill of the game. Everyone else rather quiet, as I think SKG just trying to focus on securing some farm right now, not feeling too confident to be able to take any team fights. Shopify, obviously 7k ahead. Don't really need to force anything either, but I mean, it really does just seem like they're having fun this game too.
Yeah, for sure. There's no pressure. Again, maybe the lane of Saberlight goes a little bit wonky, but it's a Doom. It goes into jungle, where it's onto the Midas after the Vanguard. Oh, you still have that recovery for the Doom. You're still up there, number 2 net worth. All the cores on side of SKG suffering. Ducho in particular, of course, after his lane. And still being hunted.
Ducho chased down, has the Ravage, is actually going to pop it.
Yeah.
Hey, it looked nice at least. Thank you for that, Ducho. We appreciate it.
Yeah, that's, I guess go downward style.
I mean, he certainly went down, John. Leonidas. Abed. Gonna have the Rolling Thunder. Leonidas. I mean, you don't even have the Thunder leveled up right now, and he's gonna try and run with the pick stick, but it's not gonna be enough. Abed will take him out. Meanwhile, Saberlight's decided he's gonna pick up a Midas. I don't think is necessary for old Saberlight right now in this game, but he's a man of business. He's not stopping, Jonathan. It's all about the farm. As Crit gets caught out mid lane with the Dream Coil, but Crit's fighting back. Lund is dropping very, very quickly, and he will eventually die, but he'll take Crit with him.
Yeah, he still gets the charge on the Finger of Death kill, so you're happy on Crit. You don't mind that. A support for the mid lane. Again, it's nothing but winning here for Shopify Rebellion so far. For the side of SKG, you're buying space for Leonidas. Your Turbo is fine. He's not farming great. You look at the net for it, but he's farming at the least. You have some timings to meet. It doesn't feel like they can connect all too well with her puck, especially because Ducho can't connect as well, considering the start. Again, it's just all a consequence of the lanes. Not all the lanes. It's really just a consequence of Ducho's lane right now. It's just he got bullied. The Tide pick into the Wind Ranger core just doesn't do much. And he's forced to Ravage just to try and save himself, but that means you just don't have that connection.
They've got the puck controlled up, but here comes 9 with the Rolling Thunder. Takes the Earth Spike instead, though, and is going to back off, but at the very least keeps Lund alive for now, as Arbed is going to go for a bit more of a chase. Earth Spike's going to be there from 9, but the dive is in from Fly to give the vision over onto the Rubik. Eventually, 9 does end up going down. And another dominant kind of kill here from Shopify Rebellion, as it seems like they've also found the TB. Leonidas just going to farm the hot tub while he's at it. Feels much safer in there than he does in the bottom lane at the moment. And Shopify, I mean, they're just continuing the domination. I mean, this game, as much as I hate to say it, John, it's not even close right now.
No, definitely not. Again, it felt like at the least Leonidas lane went better. That's probably the one difference in this game. Ducho and still not having the best of times, which is unfortunate. The blink could lead to some interesting plays. I don't think it's going to be enough, quite frankly. We just haven't seen SKG connect at all as a team. But perhaps the blink on Tide plus this blink already up in Lund can lead to some plays. You are just surrendering a lot of map space right now to Shopify to Fly.
Jump in, Lund. Nice Dream Coil. Actually only going to land on crit. Fly is fine to just try and dive out if he wants to. Ravage is committed. They've held down the Phoenix, so Fly will drop, and now Crit will drop. So SKG taking a successful team fight this time around, not messing around whatsoever. It is only 2 supports, but look at the gold they got out of that. That was like a 1.6, 1.7k swing.
Yeah, it's massive. Again, early kills in general just reward you with much more. So even just 2 supports can kind of bounce you back in, give you a little bit of momentum to play with. Not enough to change the direction of this game, but you have that blink up and running now on Ducho. He is working towards his pipe. RTZ.
Here we go. RTZ wrapping around through the twin gates. Not going to be able to set up anything here yet. The rest of SKG are hanging around the top lane, so they might be willing to force a fight with the Metamorphosis up on Leonidas. Thing is, though, you don't have Ravage, and Ducho is showing mid lane. And Shopify, they might still be willing to take a fight. Fly, kind of frontlining for his team as SKG remain as 4 at the top lane. A pipe now up on Ducho, so he might rejoin his team and try to force that top tier 1 tower. In goes Crit. He'll have a look around. He's going to spot out 9, I believe, but maybe just didn't see him. Just didn't have the vision. And instead, now Roshan's being pinged out by Shopify. Is this a Roshing lineup? Can they do it? Like with the Wind Ranger?
Yeah, you could. It's a lot of damage focus far. So you just get to melt right through it. I mean, look at how much he's reduced. 124 minus 1. That's still 123 damage coming out at max attack speed. Or at a really high bonus attack speed for the Wind Ranger. Just clear it. No threat of Dream Coil. Well, it's up, but no follow-up from Ravage means you take it safely. You just back off. Like, no contestation coming out from SKG. I'm a little bit surprised Ducho actually went for the full pipe. I thought he went for the blink first. I saw him buy it out. I guess he sold it immediately and just went for the pipe. That does mean that, again, you're relying more on Lund than anything else to start these fights for you with a Dream Coil. Might be a bit awkward to find the angle in with a Ravage, but as long as you can somehow connect those spells, you have some team fight on your side for SKG. Shopify Rebellion. We haven't really seen their full power yet. Like, Saberlight has literally ignored all of these fights. I don't think we've even seen a Doom usage out from him. He's got the Octarine. That does mean lower Devour, lower Midas, and lower Doom cooldown can get active at this point.
Lund, nice little pick off on Fly. Does find himself a solo pick off. It does seem like SKG is slowly starting to find a way to fight back. The thing is, though, like, Shopify more so seem like they've slowed down this game because they're just farming right now. The Garbed picks up an Ags now. Saberlight's got the 4 Octarine core into a BKB very soon. It seems like Shopify are just dragging out the game and just enjoying some farming time. I don't know if I can say SKG is forcing them back.
No, I don't think so either, Mike. It's Shopify trying to get some items up. Like, Wind Ranger Ags, honestly, if you think about that Ags, it's pretty funky because you get 50% physical damage resist. I'm not sure if after that reduction, like if the 50% comes first and then your armor kicks in, because that is massive if that's the way it's calculated. That actually gives you a lot of durability on the Wind Ranger. when you do get the wind run off. So I'm actually more than happy to watch this experimentation come out from Shopify just to see that Ags.
Jump in. Oh, crit. He's found Lund again. Finger is committed, but can they reach with the Rolling Thunder? Oh, they can. Oh, Lund. It is a level 1 phase shift still, so the duration is only 1 second. Sadly for him, he got clipped on the backside of that Rolling Thunder. Very unfortunate.
On the other hand, at the very least, it took long enough that Crit doesn't get a finger stack off the back of it, so small wins.
Good news.
Silver linings.
Radiant
Very good indeed. SKG. Oh, they're getting kind of swarmed again by Shopify. Like, you look from the north, they're coming. Flying Arbed. Find a TV illusion for now. SKG trying to run towards the south, but Crit's waiting around that area. Though, mind you, Crit is now underneath the vision of SKG, so they could try to pick off the line. Ucho. It's moving in. Ravage is up. He'll pop the Gush first. Hex is out from Crit. 4 staff away. And that'll be Crit gone. Nice little pick off again from SKG. They will not go for more, though.
They just respect that Shopify Rebellion could just counterfight if they get a good Doom off, if they protect the egg, if Ravage Dream Coil. It doesn't feel like it plays into the egg really well. Again, depending on the positioning of Fly, and Doom can just ruin your fight anyway, and maybe just down to, again, just want to farm up a little bit more. Maybe Arteezy just wants to actually get his build up into the Ags. See its impact here. He is just farming. Like, he hasn't joined his team either. Like, both Saberlight and Arteezy have just taken the backseat, just played a farm game. So they might find Ducho.
Yeah, they may. Doom's committed immediately. Earth Spike to lock him down. I mean, Ducho, he's got no way out of this. He's just going to try and hit the tower. Gets one hit in. Why the hell not? Meanwhile, though, Arteezy is going to go for a bit of a solo pick-off onto Yambura. Yambura with a nice 4-staff to the high ground. He is looking to be okay, but Arteezy looking for a wind run to chase him down again. Does have the Aegis up, so it feels like he can go for the dive here. But no, we'll not go past the tier 2 tower. We'll play it safe. So 11 to 19, 10k advantage, still the way of Shopify Rebellion. Again, taking this game very, very slow. More than happy to just play the farming simulator this game too.
Yeah, I mean, why not? You're not being punished for it at all. The side of SKG still needs to farm up as well. They have managed to catch up a fair bit of gold. Like, Lund isn't too far off from Arteezy, Leonidas as well. Ducho even recovering quite nicely here as well. Your outliers are Saberlight and Abedo, with a pretty significant lead on those two heroes, on the Pangolier and Doom, but almost to be expected from the Doom. Abed just being really active. Probably the only real active hero right now is the rest of Shopify Rebellion farm. There is a bit of a smoke out from Shopify Rebellion, but you've got that blink on Ducho. He does go back for it. You've got, again, that connection with a puck.
Well, he's got to make something happen. Like, this blink timing, it just feels so important for SKG if they wish to try and make a comeback here in this game too. Because it will be a comeback considering how the net worth is right now. The way this game's just been played. Seems like they won't try and force a fight yet, but I think it might come soon because Shopify, they are going after that tier 2 top tower. Not going to take very long to take this one out. It's very quick.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Look at Saberlight's aura. Time Warp aura.
Yeah.
Cooldown reduction in an aura for all your teammates.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
It's one of the Satyr creeps, I believe.
That's
So, yeah, it's a thing. I've seen it occasionally dominated. I think we've talked about it, but it's not really a high priority. But, you know, in a game like this, where you're kind of chilling, yeah, just pick it up over the Alpha Wolf or the Centaur Stomp.
Why
not?
What's that item that gives you 10% reduction? The neutral item? Quickening Charm. You basically have an AoE Quickening Charm for your team.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much it.
Seems good.
For free. Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
I
So,
mean,
John,
again,
I haven't
usually as a
seen that
Doom,
before.
you'd want something better, like Control, but again, you're not caring too much right now on Shopify. So if you're just gonna sit back and farm, might as well improve the efficiency of your farm.
That's true. That's very true. Smoke out here from SKG. We might get to see the Blink Ravage come out, and he has to do it very soon because Ducho's in big trouble. He'll try to force staff away, but now they've caught the Rubik instead. 9 is gone. Ducho is going to be chased down here by Abed. Not seeing the Ravage opportunity yet, and I suppose by this point there's just no point, because he is just gone. 3 down for the side of SKG in a matter of seconds.
They just melt. Full Ags up on Arteezy. So he's got the Windrun increased slow and the, again, physical damage reduction, which is just very... It's an interesting thing on Wind Ranger because she has technically physical immunity with 100% miss chance, but once you have MKB, even then, 50% physical reduction is still huge. So this is probably not the game to test that, like up against an MK. I don't see the MKB coming at all on Leonidas anytime soon, but it would be nice to see just how effective that is as a way of keeping Wind Ranger Core's longevity into the late game. Because it's an interesting way to patch up a weakness.
Here we go. 4-man smoke again. They still have the Ravage up. They want to try and make a play with that and the Metamorphosis, and even the Dreamcall is available here for Lund. Though, mind you, he's not really near his team at the moment, but nevertheless, SKG making their way through to the mid lane, but Shopify, they are together. Like, it's the hard part, as they're constantly sticking as a team. At the very least, as 4. The only person away from Shopify is Arteezy at the moment, who's just farming his Gleipnir up. And Shopify now smoke up as 4, so they want to try and make a gank attempt now. Nobody been spotted yet, but there is vision in that Radiant jungle, so they are going to run towards that vision.
I
Ducho.
don't think the Time Warp. I don't think the Time Warp works on Doom.
Wait, what?
He doesn't have the aura on himself.
Why?
You can check the teammates; they have the aura. But
Leonidas? Leonidas is in trouble. Doom is out, and he is probably just as good as dead. Maybe they can look for it tonight. No, a nice 4-staff away. He's fine for now, but Abed is still chasing him down. Instead, though, they will pick up 9 on the Rubik. The Ravage was committed to Ducho to ensure they can at least try to fight, but Leonidas is still just down. He dies to the Doom damage. I thought he was out.
No one was around. No one was around. They were all just far away. He just burns down.
Back to your point, by the way. Well, why is Doom the only one that doesn't get the aura?
You know, I think it's because it says, it's the wording. The wording is correct. Speeding up the cooldowns of all nearby allies, but not yourself. So technically it's right. Well, technically correct. I don't know if Saberlight recognizes this.
I don't think
like,
he does.
You know, I've got lower cooldown. It's like, and then you check, it's like still 60 seconds. It's like, that is your cooldown with Octarine. It's like, all right. 145 on Doom. It's like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he actually doesn't realize that's the case.
Yeah, it's a very, I mean, you know, 11 is subtle. It should be noticeable, but it's subtle enough that you just assume it's working, even if it's not. That's kind of funny. So his aura is literally doing nothing for him. It's not even farming faster. I'm pretty sure that's the point he picked it up, just so he could devour more and Midas more, but even that's not happening, but he doesn't notice.
Yeah, he's just saying the same. Look, guys, look how fast I'm devouring. 40-second cooldown, boys. 40 seconds. This is broken. Good on you, Saberlight. We appreciate you, sir. Anyway, Shopify Rebellion. 27 minutes in, they've got a 20k advantage, John. They're just taking it easy again. Which leads me to my next rant, as we are going to start Roshan. I went to Five Guys the other day, Jonathan. This is an NA Div 1 broadcast, so I can talk about Five Guys. Can I just say, I don't understand how people afford those prices. They charged me $19 for a cheeseburger, without fries or a drink. I couldn't believe it.
We did Five Guys in Genting, you know? Like,
yes, we did.
It was expensive, but I have to admit, when you have everything on that burger, it's pretty damn good. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed the hell out of it.
To be fair to me, I didn't pay for the burger in Genting, so it was fine. I appreciate it. But now I have to pay for me and my wife. Oh, was terrible, John. I paid like $65 for 2 burgers, 2 drinks, and some small chips. It was ridiculous.
Oh no, that sounds. How much, Mike? How much? Could you repeat?
$65. I can't make this up.
$65.
Yeah,
Every
man,
single time you say these prices, you say these things in Australia, I just can't imagine it's real.
Well, this
is
is
just
an
one
American
big
company,
fraud.
Jonathan. This isn't
Yeah, but
an
it's in
Australian
Australia.
Lund. He's in Australia right now, John, middle of nowhere. He's caught out. They're going to turn him right upside down. The finger will get it done.
That's clever, Mike. Very nice.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Very nice segue.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the recognition.
You're learning. You're learning.
Abed. He's going to be okay. I mean, they're chasing him down in the Pango. It'd be a very nice pickoff, but Abed seems to be very well. Is he aware? I mean, he's jumping in by himself. Abed, we've talked about this before, so you can't just do this on your own. Sunder is out. Abed is on the run now. Ravage committed just to ensure they get the kill. In comes the cavalry, though. Arteezy, he'll get to the focus fire on Leonidas. No Sunder is available. He's already committed it. Tombstone, however, Yambura puts him in the tombstone, and that'll keep him alive, which is kind of ironic because he's in a tombstone.
Yeah, it's pretty funny that it works that way, but you stay alive, get into your grave, delay your death. Eventually, you could get buried there at some point by RTZ, but not today.
Very true. So they're without Abed now because Abed decided to go on a solo mission. Because he's bad
it's
boy.
It's his Filipino blood.
He's a bad
Filipino
boy.
blood. Yeah. You know, sometimes you just feel like doing it. You know, the sea instinct to dive still runs in his blood, Mike.
Yeah.
Just as we once saw In Your Dream dive tier trees on his time in Tiger, just as we saw Dreamyosal dive tier trees in a TI regional qualifier with Boom, so does Abed dive into 5 heroes.
Oh, you went through all that without mentioning mid one. I'm very surprised. Thank you for that, John.
Such as mid one finds a way to replicate Boom of 2018 and 2019. It runs in their blood.
It does. 23k advantage. Now, Aegis Chi is available for Shopify Rebellion. Considering how long the game's gone on, I would have thought someone was at least trying to build the block of cheese. But nobody's done so, which is very upsetting. There's actually 4 Lotuses down at the bot lane right now if they wanted to start doing it.
Yeah, I'm still surprised. Like the only block of cheese I've ever seen was from that Team Secret game in Div 2 where Puppy ate the cheese. And I believe in the post game, the explanation for that game was we don't know what the hell we're doing. It dragged on for like 70 minutes.
What do you expect?
It dragged on for 70 minutes, and then I was like, what the hell happened in game 2? They were like, we don't even know ourselves. It just it went too long. You know, it happens. This game could go long as well. Maybe at some point. Well, I don't think we're approaching the point where they're going to regret being Shopify Rebellion just yet, but could reach that point, and we're so close to dying to the Tormentor.
Second time he almost died to that. I don't. Remind me, can he put himself in the tombstone? I can't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, actually, it defaults to letting you in when you right-click your tombstone.
Okay.
So when you try to pat around and you click your tombstone, you go in to the charge, which is somewhat annoying.
Not easy. Aegis up for another 50. 4-star forward from 9. Oh, nice rolling thunder though. Abed immediately going to take out 9. The Rubik is gone. Doom is committed by Sableye on himself. He's going to make the jump in. He's found the TP. And there's the tombstone again. It's going to be taken out though, so he's going to run back towards the fountain and he's got no chance. Meanwhile, Arteezy going to deny himself off to the tier 4 towers. Excellent. Ravage is out. Ducho, he's going to try and do it on his own. A lot of damage being dealt here along with Lund, but Arteezy's still fine. In fact, he's going to man up. He'll heal up with the cheese and that's it. Lund is down. No call coming out yet. Onto the tier 4 towers, at least Abed goes, as they'll jump in now onto the Undying, just styling on the side of SKG, who are refusing to call GG. Gem on the dead. Crit will go ahead and pick that one up. And the tier 4 is just under siege now. Done Ducho, he's in again. He's gone again.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, they're going to try one last time. Leonidas, Shadowbladed up. We'll move in with a reflection. Arbit taking a fair bit of damage. He's going to go with the Rolling Thunder to be able to get his way out. Arteezy hanging out in front of the fountain. No fear in the world here. Lund, again going to jump in onto Arteezy.
Doesn't care.
He literally could not care less. They jump in again. Saberlight, Gleipnir, everything locking them down. It's just too tough. I believe there was a shackle in the mix as well, locking two of them. They will lose 9. They will lose Leonidas. But what they won't lose, John, is their sense of pride, as they will not call GG. Onto the puck they go. Lund still getting dived into the fountain. Ducho is still trying to kill off Arteezy. Lands the tentacles, or rather the tendrils. But now Ducho's in trouble. Arteezy's still just manning up against the tide. Yambura dropping again. Ducho in the tree line is not going to be able to make it out. Someone buy these boys a new keyboard. There's a certain letter that's not working right now.
Radiant's
Yeah.
middle tower is under
Maybe the
attack.
keycap flew off. Not entirely sure, but the Ancient is under siege now. Focus fire in a few seconds.
Oh yeah, Ancient's under attack here. Leonidas, BKB'd up, going to try and run back towards the fountain. Pops the Metamorphosis. Arteezy's still the target, and they will finally get him. Arteezy's down, but they've lost Lund again. Ingo's Saberlight. He wants some revenge. Just fountain diving. They'll find another couple. Saberlight survives. GG is called. Lund has seen enough, but they got Arteezy. It's a small win before the loss. Arteezy's having a very happy smile to himself as well about it.
I can't fault him. He gets to play Wind Ranger safe lane. It's pretty fun here.